What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And have a look at this. This is the banner that just went live on JP, which does sort of reveal the next SUGO-FEST exclusive. You can see him right in the middle here. This is the brand new Legend Lore. Now, aside from that, on this banner, you can see there are two other silhouettes. One is Luffy Taro, and the other is Sabo. We do know that this is happening according to VJump. If you didn't see my VJump video the other day, make sure you go check it out. There's a full scan that gives a little bit of information, but nothing really that major. They are definitely keeping this under wraps. I don't really understand why they're doing it in this way. Previous to this, they would just go all out and reveal the artworks for the characters in VJump, and then we would see the characters on the banner. This time around, they're being super secretive, and I don't really understand why. It's very strange. But on this banner as well, you can see that there is Eustace Kid, Snake Man Luffy, and also Shanks' crew. These three were the top chosen characters for the Choose Your Own SUGO-FEST on JP. So over on their Twitter account, this is the top three that were chosen. Shanks' crew was actually number one, which goes to show how much of the JP player base really rate this character, and they really do consider him to be the number one character that they want to get their hands on. Snake Man number two makes a lot of sense, even though most people who had enough gems would have done the 20 multis to get this guy guaranteed on his debut. The fact is a lot of people still weren't able to do that, or maybe people who just didn't get a chance to do 20 multis, they want to get their hands on Snake Man potentially here. And then Eustace Kid, who is arguably one of the coolest legends in the game. I love his mechanics, and he's such a strong unit, so that's really good to see that. But as for the top 10 that were chosen, number 4 was Kaido, which is very cool, and he's a relatively older character now on JP. He came out like, what, September, October last year on Japan, so he's been out for a pretty long time, and people still really want to get their hands on him. He definitely makes content much easier, even to this day. Even though normal attacks only is quite prevalent, it's still understandable why people want him. Sober Mask is the 5th spot, and then V2 Blackbeard as the 6th spot. So we'll get to what this actually means in a little bit. Katakuri also for 7th, Luffy Zoro for 8th spot, 9th spot for Chopper. Now, Chopper's relatively highly voted here, and the main reason for it is because cotton candy is way more important now because of the Pirate Festival, and the fact is you can extend the amount of cotton candy you can feed on a character now up to like, what, plus 600 if you level up all of the totems on the specific island. Obviously, for global players, you might not understand what that means, but obviously when it comes to global, we'll talk about it then. But Chopper is actually a little bit more important because getting more cotton candy is always good. And then Nami Robin is surprising for number 10 as well. But basically, the only real ones that are that important is going to be your top 3 and then the 4th to 6th position, which we'll get to in a little bit. So I'm excited to see this because we can see right now this is going to be Wano Kuni lore. It pretty much confirms it at this point because this Red Recruit is Luffy Taro, you can tell by the hair, and then also Sabo is going to be in his like Japanese Wano styled outfit, which he actually has been in color spreads where he has like a Wano outfit, and that's what they're going for here, which is pretty cool. Honestly, this is super freaking cool. It's just a matter of what is he going to do, because we don't have any information about what he does currently right now. Now, currently, we can actually have a look at the One Piece Treasure Cruise website where all the news drops, and we can just translate what we have here. So, first of all, the SUGO-FEST is literally starting tomorrow, so that's pretty cool, right? It's going to be starting tomorrow, celebrating One Piece Day SUGO-FEST. The next bit of information states, in this SUGO-FEST, super amazing guy, which is the SUGO-FEST exclusive, who is newly appearing. So it's talking about the new legend that's going to be appearing. The top 10 selected by everyone's vote are going to be rated up. Okay, that's cool. So the whole top 10, no matter what, are all going to be rated up. But obviously, certain ones are going to be guaranteed on certain steps, which we'll talk about as we go along. And then this bit translated, it's going to be a 1.5 times legend rate. That's really good as well. If people were contemplating whether or not they want to be pulling or not, that's another really nice way to, you know, get people to be pulling, because high chances of red posters, high chances, if you do get a red poster, pretty good chance it's going to be one of those rated up legends, because Choose Your Own SUGO-FEST typically have really good rates from what we've seen in the past. For details on the new characters, it will be announced literally when the SUGO-FEST goes live is when we can see the information on the new characters. So I don't know, man, this is going to be crazy, because remember there's going to be a maintenance period right before news time tomorrow, and it's going to be on global, it's going to be on Japan, it's going to be on Korea. All 3 versions of the game are going to be going down for maintenance tomorrow, and they'll be going back up at news time tomorrow. So there's going to be 3 hours of maintenance, so 3 hours before news time. up until 1900 PST is when the maintenance is going to be. So we'll wait and see what happens regarding that, because global right now is in a weird spot because we don't know what our next banner is, and the Stampede banner with guaranteed bullet and guaranteed Stampede Luffy, it literally ends tomorrow, and we don't have any information as to what is dropping. So people are kind of making predictions. What if Trafalgar Law literally drops on global at the same time? Now, I don't know if that's gonna happen, especially because if it does happen, that would confirm that this law is not super tight. We don't know what's going on yet. But all I'm saying is global doesn't have a banner for tomorrow, and the banner is leaving tomorrow. There has to be something to replace it. We don't know what it is. All versions of the game are going down at the same time. It is for One Piece Day. It kind of makes sense, but we don't know. Obviously, if we do get information, I'll be bringing you guys a video regarding that. Now, as for the steps for this banner, the first multi, you can see, just without translating, it's going to be 30 rainbow gems, which is good. The second, the 7th, and the 10th are going to be a character who has been, whose final regiment has been updated, has been confirmed. I think it means like it's a rated up rare recruit. I think it's what it is. Character whose probability is up. So it can be either a rate boosted legend or a rate boosted rare recruit, because people were able to choose for boosted rare recruits. 3, 9, 15, and 18 are going to be a legend. It looks like a rated up legend, which is very good. So 3, 9, 5, and 18 are guaranteed to be one of these 10 legends, which is so crazy because all of these legends are like amazing to have. So that's fantastic. It's really, really good. 4, 5, 8, and 11 are going to, I think it's just a regular legend. Yeah, so just any legend can be on 4, 5, 8, and 11. And then 6 and 12, this is the big step right here. So on part 1 of the Sugo, on multi 6 and multi 12, you're guaranteed to get one of these 3. Either Shanks' crew, Luffy, or Kid on multis 6 or 12. And that's for part 1. For part 2, on 6 and 12, you're guaranteed to get either Kaido, Sober Mask, or V2 Blackbeard. Obviously, part 1 is the far superior part, but obviously, if you don't have either of the characters on whatever part, you should be definitely doing 6 multis to get your hands on some of the best legends in the game, for sure. It's so worth it. And then, multi 20, when we go ahead and translate this, new super guy. So basically this says the new legend that's coming on this banner, you're guaranteed to get him on the 20th multi. Now, at this current point in time, we don't really know whether that's going to be worth it, because we do not know what this law is going to do. I would expect law to be a relatively powerful legend, so we don't know if it is going to be worth it, but the rest of this banner surrounding this is already good enough, especially if you don't have any of these characters in the top 10, or you only have like a really small amount of them. This banner is going to be crazy for so many people, especially if that law is like really powerful on top of that. Oh man, I can't wait to see what they're going to do, man. I cannot wait to see what this is going to be all about. And then obviously it's talking about, I think this is like rate boosted stuff, I think. Part 1, yeah, so yeah, Shanks' crew, Monkey D. Luffy, and then Eustace Kid, and then Kaido, Sober Mask, Marshall D. Teach Blackbeard. And then it's talking about rated up characters, so this is the new super guy, which is, yeah, the new law, which we are predicting. And then this is the Eustace Kid, but it does talk about the rare recruits somewhere, because there is 2 new rare recruits. This is the legends that are available. And then here we go. These are the 2 new rare recruits here. So you can, only the 4 stars are rated up. What's this? Who's this? Buggy. Oh, Stampede Buggy. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so Stampede Buggy's rate boosted, which is really good. And then the 2 new rare recruits, the Sabo and the Luffy, which again, we don't know what they do. I would expect them to probably work under the law. So if we had to make a prediction right now, I'm going to guess that Trafalgar Law, he might not be super type, but if he is, it's probably going to be Psy super type, as that's the only legend of the super type we don't have yet. So they could all be Psy related, but remember that Law, Sabo, and Luffy are all typically free spirit characters in One Piece Treasure Cruise. So we could see potentially a new free spirit meta. Potentially, I don't know. And it's funny because on PvP, like, Free Spirit is already really good. You've got Luffy, Zoro, Sober Mask, Sabo, Koala. All those characters are all really good on Pirate Festival for Free Spirit teams. And if we're going to add Trafalgar Law on top of that, I'm excited to see what he's going to do. But of course, we will not have information until news time tomorrow, which is kind of unfortunate because it would have been absolutely epic to talk about what he's going to be doing today, and, you know, how he kind of fits in with a lot of the other characters that are in the game right now. But man, I'm super excited to see what this law is going to do, man. This is crazy, the fact that they just went off the bat and they're like, yep, okay, here's a new Choose Your Own SUGO-FEST. Everyone voted for really powerful legends. And then on top of that, they reveal a new legend that's going to be debuting on that same banner. This is awesome. So let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. What are you expecting for Trafalgar Law or the Luffy or the Sabo? Because this is going to be crazy, man. This is going to be so good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.